Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. All right, this is actually a really cool image, and this actually happens too. And of course, you guys know I love when that happens. I love when the cover actually represents what's going on in the comic book. So basically, the future is now, and the Vidomi are actually coming down and they're starting to steal a bunch of synthetic life forms, artificial life forms, things like that. One of them that is grabbed, ba-dang, is actually Herbie. Yeah, I got this with my 6-inch Marvel Legends characters. This actually came with the Invisible Woman. Yeah, still waiting for Mr. Fantastic. Anyway, in case you guys don't know, Herbie was actually a character that was made at the very last minute because the Human Torch was an extremely popular character, wound up becoming more popular than the Thing, and Stan Lee was able to license out the Human Torch, but not with the rest of the Fantastic Four, off to some other company that never actually did anything with them, movie-wise, cartoon-wise. Meanwhile, the cartoon itself and the rest of the Fantastic Four were like, hey, we'll take them. It's like, sure, you can have the Fantastic Four, but you can't have Johnny Storm. It's like, well, it's called the Fantastic Four. What do we do now? Call it Fantastic Three? And it's like, no, I got an idea. Why don't you make a robot called Herbie? And yeah, the rest is sad history, but they wound up putting him in the comic books and psh, here's Herbie now. Anyway, so what happens in this comic book is that after saving Herbie, Daredevil shows up, which is always a really cool thing. I love when Daredevil shows up, surprise, in a comic book. And this is really cool because he's just like, yeah, I'm best at, locating where the robots are. Therefore, I'm best at hiding from the robots. So, shh. Let me try and start helping some people. So I'm going to try and help you too. So he brings him down into the bottom of the Baxter building. I'm just saying, that Chip Zdarsky is the writer on this, right? So dude loves Fantastic Four more than any other book, any other character or team or group or whatever. It's always Fantastic Four for him. So having Herbie in this, having the basement of the Baxter building, T'Challa shows up in this, and a couple other heroes show up also really quickly, but I don't know, indiscriminately. Riri Williams is the only one who actually makes a real impact here, and it's because she actually gets hacked by the Tinkerer, who says that her armor is weak, which is funny because that means that Iron Man, Tony Stark's armor, is weak to him. And wow, Chip just literally took Tinkerer up several notches. I'm just saying. That's cool, man. I'm down with it. I'm down. And all in all, this was a pretty good comic book. Listen, this was not the greatest story in this series. In fact, it might be my least favorite because it's so weird. But in an otherwise amazing story, yeah, it's okay to have one that's like down here in this level awesome as opposed to this level awesome like all the rest, Nothing's going to be perfect straight through. Regardless, I really did dig this. Spidey winds up taking a capsule that will allow him to become an artificial intelligence, so to speak. So he'll be a living computer. And what he experiences and everything is really cool. He's remembering back, his and Teresa's parents. In case you don't remember, Teresa is actually his real sister. This was just revealed the previous issue or the one before that. I think the previous issue, though, right before the annual. And this was, that was actually fun. It comes from the Family Business storyline. Coincidentally enough, the Family Business trade paperback just dropped in reprint this week. So you can go and pick that up and learn all about the origins and therefore the first appearance as well of Teresa Parker. She's actually a Parker. It's true. It's true. Really cool how Chip brought her into the main continuity, for real. That can't be easy. And, okay, I don't know how to do the breakdowns and the finishes. Adam Kubert, Juan Frigeri, and Juan does the breakdowns and the finishes. And color artists, Andrew Crossley and Jason Keith. So, cool. No complaints whatsoever. Fun comic book. I'm very curious because especially with the endings, again, Tinker has been upgraded a lot. So seeing the Tinker at the end as seeming to be one of the main big bads is interesting because I don't think we've had that in a long, long time, a good long time. and he's definitely kicked up several notches at this point. So I'm genuinely more curious about where this is going than how much fun I had with this comic book. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. It's called anticipation. So anyway, highly anticipating the next issue, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.